Morning, I'm Mark. This is Fuel Can Design and Build, and this is Project Clifford, our 2001 Renault Master medium wheelbase campering conversion. You would have hopefully seen on a previous video that I'd started to insulate the roof of Clifford with a view to lining. You will also see that that hasn't really progressed. I did get slightly distracted when I purchased new seats for him, which I showed on a video, the installation of the front seats and the fabrication of a frame for the rear seat. But since that, we've not had much joy in doing a lot of work on Clifford because of this little fellow. Now this is Clifford's ignition key. It is a programmable immobiliser key. This talks to Clifford. Clifford talks to this, usually. The only thing is they've fallen out. So Clifford currently doesn't start. The immobiliser's permanently on. So key and van aren't talking to each other, unfortunately. So I did manage to find a hack online which got us home. Same company that posted that also have a permanent resolve for it, which is a plug and play system which plugs into the existing wiring loom of the van. This negates the need for the immobiliser key. If you've seen the previous videos, visually at the moment he's probably not the most desirable, but there is value to everything. We do have additional security on the van anyway, so the fact that the immobiliser key won't function but Clifford will start doesn't cause us concern. We are after a second key anyway because Clifford only came with one key. So we were holding off purchasing because they're over £200 for a replacement or a duplicate programmable key. Now we can just get a key cut. Basically doesn't need to be programmed because the system that we've purchased again just removes that need. So I shall show you what we bought, shall show you where it goes, shall show you how it fits. Can't really explain what it does because it's electricery and I don't understand that, but the guys that have produced it do hundreds if not thousands of these for every conceivable model, new and old. Clifford being a slightly older van means it's a slightly less expensive resolve, $89.99, programmed and sent next day. They just literally need the information that's within the key, which is normally written down in the key, registration of the van, and then I think that's about it. So you don't have to send anything off. So you've got your key. Somebody had obviously already had this open at some point in order to change the battery possibly, and they can be a little bit awkward trying to prise them open, break all the clips in them, anything. Mark II Renault Master simply slides off the back. That's it, that simple, and then it just slides back on to locate it. Now within this is, and there's information on this online on their website as well, on the guys at Remote Key Limited, but there's a little tag in there, and that is basically the original sticker that gives you the key reference number, and that's what they use to program the immobiliser, the immobiliser bypass, should I say. So that's it. It's also available in your in the documentation in your book pack if you have it, but obviously with older vehicles these very rarely get passed on. So well, this is what arrived this morning. What appear to be a set of destructions. We'll have a little look at those. Hopefully you need its guide because we're going to need that. These are the guys, hopefully that shows up. Remote Key Limited, a great group of guys to speak to. They've been doing this for a lot of years, new and old vehicles. They do a lot of other electricery as well. It's all on their website, which I think it's just Remote Key Limited in a Google search perhaps. I will find that out for you. Right, now also in here in a lovely little bit of pink bubble wrap is hopefully a pre-programmed little electronic module. So we shall now set about locating the port and fitting that. So trying to avoid the obligatory up the nose shot while filming and working, but we have three little torque fittings under here, so we'll look to get those off. So, not the easiest thing to remove, also not necessary. because it's not under there. Refer now to the instructions that I should have read in the first instance. 2 little clips, one on each side underneath this. This drops down. There's the piece we're putting in. There we are. Difficult to see with the current light, but it is there. So, unit installed. Great feature of this is the fact that the Immobiliser light on the dash stays flashing when the vehicle's off and locked, which is brilliant. So to the outside world, there's no difference. I mentioned just briefly about a second key. What I have done is I've been to a well-known high street key cutting company, and I've had a blank key cut. And this is just purely the blade. It was £20, so a ridiculous saving on what a full programmable key would be. My other key is there. So red light's come on, red light's gone off. The instructions tell you to wait for 4 seconds. Red light's come back on, which it also states it will do the first time, potentially for 30 seconds. There we go. And that is with the £20 key that isn't programmed, so the Immobiliser bypass is in. I mean, a fantastic resolve. Really pleased with that. It has been a little bit of an extra cost that we weren't expecting on the van, as I said, but again, we've now got a second key for the van for an absolute fraction of the cost that it would have been. Switch it off, we'll switch it on again, wait for the light sequence, wait for the red light to go out, 4 seconds, and there we go. Clifford happily starting now. So yeah, a brilliant resolve. The website is remotekey.co.uk, and as I say, the guys have been doing this for years on every conceivable model of van, along with a lot of other electronic work as well. So yeah, brilliant resolve, very pleased. It means we can now get back to the workshop and we can crack on with the work that was scheduled with the lining. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, keep safe, and we shall see you again soon.